This morning marks 10 years since the start of the devastating floods from mountain towns to farms to the eastern plains. 9 people died. The rain went on for days. This time 10 years ago, it was filling up streams in Boulder and flooding parts of CU's campus. Some spots got almost a year's worth of rain in just a matter of days. A lot, of course, has changed since then, including how experts forecast these extreme weather events. And now with artificial intelligence, we can forecast them a lot sooner than ever before.
Meteorologist Keely Chalmers is live in downtown Boulder. And Keely, folks in Boulder County should get a bit more warning if this ever happens again.
Yeah, that's right. 10 years ago, forecasters certainly knew it was going to rain. They knew it was going to rain a lot even. But the forecast models simply could not capture the magnitude of this stalled out storm. They predicted 4, 5, 6 inches of rain would fall, which, by the way, is a lot of rain. But in reality, more than 17 inches of rain fell here in Boulder. But thanks to new technology, the predictions will be becoming more accurate.
When we hear heavy rain is moving in, naturally we want to know how much, and we want to know sooner than later.
Forecasting heavy rainfall is still a really big challenge.
That's where Colorado State University weather researchers come in. They've developed a new tool that uses artificial intelligence to forecast weather events sooner than ever before.
In meteorology, like in a lot of fields, there's really a boom in trying to use artificial intelligence tools to improve weather predictions.
Colorado State climatologist Russ Schumacher led the team that developed the machine learning model. They trained it using past excessive rainfall events. The result? A model that is smart enough to predict excessive rainfall like that of 2013, not just a few days ahead of time, but more than a week in advance.
It gives us some additional heads up on locations that might be at risk for excessive rainfall all the way out to 8 days in advance.
It's a tool experts believe will save property and lives because research shows as our climate warms, weather events will become more extreme.
And the hope is with some of these new tools, making these models better, that we can get a little bit of a more precise picture of how much rain is going to fall and where, if an event like that ever happens again.
A tool that will give emergency managers a few more days to plan and residents a little extra time to prepare. Because when extreme weather happens, that time could make all the difference.
We know the kinds of floods that can happen here along the Front Range, and 2013 was a great example of that.
Now, the researchers are first to admit that this AI technology is by no means perfect. It is not the silver bullet, but it is promising and will likely improve over the next decade or so. Of course, the question is, since this tool is based on all this historical data, as our climate changes and evolves, will that data still apply? That is something researchers will certainly be looking into in the years and decades to come. Back to you.
Yeah, it's all very interesting. AI coming in handy here in some ways, but Keely, it's hard to believe that this was 10 years ago. It flew by, and looking back at those images, such devastation happened there.